Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about our next drug classification that is involved in our autonomic nervous system. Uh, the adrenergic drugs and antiadrenergic drugs including ganglionic stimulant and ganglionic blockers. Before moving towards the classification, we need to know the what is ganglion or what is ganglia. So simply it is a relay station or a junction. It contains the cell bodies of different neurons. So it act as a or it function as a communication between peripheral nervous system and central nervous system. So ganglia is a simply a relay station. So we can see here the our next classification, that is ganglionic stimulant and ganglionic blocker agents. So stimulants are divided into two parts, that is selective nicotinic agonist and non-selective muscarinic agonist. So selective nicotine agonist contain nicotine in small dose, lobeline, dimethyl phenylpiperazinium and tetramethyl ammonium, etc. While non-selective or muscarinic agonist contain acetylcholine, carbachol, pilocarpine, MCN 343A, anticholinesterase, etc. These are the ganglionic stimulants. Our next portion is a ganglionic blocking agent. Ganglionic blocking agent divided into two parts, that is competitive blockers and persistent depolarizing blockers. Persistent depolarizing blockers are nicotine and anticholinesterase while used in large doses, and if nicotine is used in small dose, it acts as a ganglionic stimulant. In large dose, it acts as a ganglionic blocking agent. So next one is a competitive blockers. Competitive blockers contain quaternary ammonium compounds, hexamethonium, pentolinium, amines, mecamylamine, pempidine, and monosulfonium compounds. It contains trimethophan and camphor sulfonate. All these are the competitive blockers. So this is the ganglionic stimulant and ganglionic blocking agents. So I hope you understand this classification. So our next classification is adrenergic drugs. We also call it the sympathomimetics drug. Here include the sympathetic nervous system, and adrenaline is our natural neurotransmitter, and it is responsible for the increasing activity of any kind of activity. For example, it is responsible for the increasing the heart rate. So we can see here the classification of adrenergic drugs. First one is the pressure agents, that is noradrenaline, ephedrine, dopamine, phenylephrine, methoxamine and mephenteramine. All these are the pressure agent. While the next one is the bronchodilators. It includes the isoprenaline, salbutamol, terbutaline, salmeterol, formoterol and bombuterol. The next one is the CNS stimulant. CNS stimulant includes amphetamine, dexamphetamine, methamphetamine and methylphenidate. Our next class is the uterine relaxant. It includes salbutamol, terbutaline, ritodrine, etc. Our next class is a cardiac stimulant. Cardiac stimulant include adrenaline, isoprenaline and dobutamine. And the next class is nasal decongestant. It includes xylometazoline, oxymetazoline, nefazoline, phenylephrine, etc. And the last class is our anorectics. Anorectics includes amphetamine, fenfluramine, dexfenfluramine, sibutramine, etc. All these are the adrenergic drugs or sympathomimetic drugs. Now we study the antiadrenergic drugs, or we also call it the adrenergic blocking agents or drugs, and they are divided into two portions, alpha blockers and beta blockers. In our body, like cholinergic receptor, adrenergic receptors also present, and adrenergic receptor divided into two parts, that is alpha receptors and beta receptors. Alpha receptors subdivided into alpha 1 and alpha 2, while the beta receptors subdivided into beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, etc. So all these drugs bind to these receptors and show their action, or some drugs block the actions of natural neurotransmitter or adrenergic drugs actions blocked by other drugs, we call it the adrenergic blocking agent. That's why it is classified into two parts, that is alpha blockers and beta blockers. So first of all we see the alpha blockers or alpha adrenergic blocking agent. We can see here there are divided into two portions, that is non-equilibrium type and equilibrium type. We also call it the competitive antagonist. In non-equilibrium type, there is one class of drug, that is beta haloalkylamine, and the drug name is phenoxybenzamine. Then competitive antagonist again divided into three parts, that is non-selective, alpha 1 selective and alpha 2 selective drugs. In non-selective, ergot alkaloid, hydrogenated ergot alkaloids, imidazolines and miscellaneous drugs are involved. So the next one is the alpha 1 selective. It includes prazosin, terazosin, doxazosin, alfuzosin and tamsulosin, while the alpha 2 selective blocker is yohimbine. In many pharma exams, question is directly asked on which of the following is alpha 1 blocker or which of the following is a alpha 2 blocker, or sometimes question directly asked on non-equilibrium type of alpha blocker. So your answer is beta haloalkylamine, that is phenoxybenzamine. So keep in mind these two things. The next classification is beta blockers, or we call it the beta adrenergic blocking drugs, and they are classified into two types, that is non-selective and cardio-selective. In non-selective, the drugs act on beta 1 as well as beta 2 receptor, and that include three classes. First one is without intrinsic activity. It includes the propranolol, sotalol, timolol, while the with intrinsic activity only one drug is involved, that is the pindolol. And the next one is the with alpha blocking property, beta plus alpha, both the receptor blocking properties. Those drugs are labetalol and carvedilol. The next class is the cardio-selective, that is beta 1 selective drugs, that include metoprolol, atenolol, acebutolol, bisoprolol, esmolol, betaxolol, celiprolol and nebivolol. All these drugs are classified by another way also, that is the first generation, second generation and third generation. We can see here this classification, and I hope you all getting my point and understanding all this classification from cholinergic to adrenergic, antiadrenergic drugs. So thank you for watching. If you really like this video, so please like, share, comments and subscribe our channel for more videos like this. See you soon with our next classification video. Thank you for watching.